Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. So it appears that the decisions behind revitalizing Star Wars Empire at War has been met very positively by the gaming community. With approximately 60,000 players in the past 2 weeks and approximately 1,000 concurrent players making use of Valve's servers to re-enable the multiplayer turned out to be an extremely good idea and one that was welcomed by many. Now, seemingly following on the back of this success, Disney has opted to continue breathing life back into nostalgic video games. In an extremely brief statement yesterday, Disney announced the revitalization of Star Wars Battlefront 2. In that announcement, they said the following: "It's back and in even greater numbers. Star Wars fans rejoice. Multiplayer support has returned for Battlefront 2. Now you can draft your friends to the 501st Legion and join up to 64 other players in a heated online battle for control of the galaxy." And so far, it's been absolutely fantastic. Except this time, it's even better than what we got with Empire at War's multiplayer surprise. This time, Disney opted to push out the newly re-enabled multiplayer on both Steam and GOG, along with crossplay so you can indeed play with your friends on either platform. Now, I personally already owned Battlefront 2 on Steam through a Humble Bundle purchase some while back, but I'd never actually gotten around to loading it up and playing it. I always had a new game to cover or a bit of news to discuss. However, I absolutely adored this game back in its heyday. Although back then, I had always played it in split-screen co-op with my friend on the PlayStation 2. We didn't have internet, so we also had to just contend ourselves with the offline content. But immediately, we can see that following in the footsteps of Empire at War, this too is being met with thunderous applause, as the now 12-year-old title currently has comparable concurrent players in the first 24 hours with the current Star Wars Battlefront EA. With a peak concurrent of 2,738 on Valve's servers alone, Star Wars Battlefront 2 approached the admittedly extremely minuscule concurrent players of Battlefront EA's 3,622 on PC. Although, once the weekend rolls around, I will make a bold prediction that the classic Star Wars Battlefront will actually manage to outstrip the newer title's player base. And it's no surprise, really. Star Wars Battlefront 2, even for a 12-year-old title, actually had a great deal more to offer during its initial release on PlayStation 2 than its more modern reboot does now. A single-player campaign, split-screen co-op, multiple multiplayer modes, and quite a bit more. Of course, this is most likely a PR move, as the new Star Wars Battlefront EA beta launches for most players starting October 6th and running through October 9th. Regardless of the intent, though, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 is still a far superior game to the first Star Wars Battlefront EA in many ways. However, the news of the game's resurgence has not been 100% positive. Unfortunately, the updates made to the game seem to have broken about a decade's worth of mods. However, I'm hoping modders will eventually go back in and update their content so people can enjoy everything this game has to offer, as well as everything the modding community has brought to the game over the years. And I know that this particular video is going to end up being a little bit shorter than usual, but I feel it's better to keep a short video than to artificially pad it just so I can waste your time and mine for no other reason than to check a box. So I think we'll go ahead and leave it off there. The Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game that was released 12 years ago, is currently on sale on Steam and GOG for, I believe, $10. Now that said, please feel free to let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time.